Hi, my name is Adrian, and this is my Module 6 presentation for my grad class, and this is called the STEM Engineering Field Day. So the original activity is a field day, just like most people think of with gym and physical activities, competing in races and whatnot. This is a little spin-off of that, in which case students would be working within groups and engineering various projects to kind of solve problems that we have nowadays. So the expectation from the original activity is that you're completed within a day, and it's geared to upper elementary school, but obviously can be used for middle school and high school as well. And the whole idea is that the kids should be working in not just like a grade level team, but rather working with kids from other grade levels as well, just to get a bigger perspective on everything. 10 projects were included in the field day event. Our team selected 2 projects from the list to do and threw in an additional project that we had done as well. So here are the links to those 2 activities for you to feel free to check out if you'd like to. They're really great, and we found them really great that they had the resources attached to them that you could use. So the revised activity is we completed this over a course of 3 main days where all 3 second grade teachers each taught a project, and our students were in groups of 6 and just rotated among us. They did it for about 30 minutes for each group. So we have it broken down by the first day, what they did, second day, third day, and I'll be attaching all of that to my attachment then. I couldn't attach it to the PowerPoint at the time. And then, so here's 2 YouTube videos that we used for 2 of the projects as part of the Engage and Explore. The third project, the Catapult Challenge, we used that because it was, number 1, something we had done in a professional development, and number 2, we had all the resources there, so it was really nice that we didn't have to go out and buy additional ones. But for that challenge, for part of the Engage aspect, we kind of proposed a question to them and provide a picture to get them thinking, like, if I was standing on one side of the river, how could I get something to the other side to another person? I don't have a boat, and I can't build a boat, so what else could I do instead? Here's just some pictures from the rotation day. So you see my kids are working independently as well as working in a group when they're planning out their activity and figuring out what materials are going to work best. They have the materials tables here for them to look at. And then over here, part of the Explore Day is they did a whole group practice just to kind of get a feel for it. And unfortunately, my kids didn't come up with the best method, but hopefully they learned a lot from that. But their egg actually broke. And then here's the straw tower rotation. And this was actually probably the hardest one because as kids could figure out how to get it to stand. However, when they tried to make it the tallest tower, they ended up having trouble keeping it standing as well. They could build it up, but it would end up falling over. One of the research tools that I actually used was the idea of doing gallery walks and having kids stop what they were doing and go around and actually check out what other groups were doing to kind of borrow their ideas as well and kind of show them a different way of looking at it that they might not have thought of. So as far as being aligned to STEM practices, all 3 activities completely aligned. You're defining problems in all of them. You're asking questions. Numerous times my kids were breaking apart their straw towers because it wasn't working, and they knew that. And they knew they only had 50 straws, so they had to figure out how they could make it work. And then as far as being aligned to STEM inquiry, the biggest thing was the kids were fully responsible for getting it done with the materials, and they were able to select the materials completely independently, but the rest of it was a little bit more teacher guided, but that's just because of the age group and our students' capabilities at that time. So that is all I have, and thank you so much.